Welcome to the Advice Show, media with a common sense approach. So we have a grandmother that got arrested by the police for whipping her great-granddaughter with a switch for not listening. Let's go roll that clip.
I'm not a bad person.
70-year-old Norma Toussaint pulled the switch off her front hedges, stripped the leaves, and used it to punish her 12-year-old great-granddaughter.
And I went back in the house and I whooped her on her arm.
Upset, the girl threatened to dial 911.
I asked her, I said, well, you want to call the police on me? She said, yes. I said, calling in.
And sure enough, at least 4 Hot Springs police officers showed up to her home Monday morning. According to an incident report, Norma and the girl both told police it stemmed from the 12-year-old not throwing away food and talking back.
I said, you going to give me some lip about what you're not going to do? They do this to you, they'll think they can do anything with it and get away with it.
And you'd be hard-pressed to find anyone who agrees with Norma's arrest. Hundreds of people commented on our Facebook post sharing the arrest. The most liked comments include Shannon, who said she has learned that she can be a brat and the grandmother or any adult can't punish her. Roy said, I had a switch used on me so many times when I was young that it kept the trees pruned in the yard. Mark's shaking his head, commenting that reading this article just angers me. She disciplined her granddaughter. That's it. This world is backwards. And Keith wants police to leave that lady alone. I love my grandmother with all my heart, and she switched me plenty. Welts, really? God in heaven, this world is doomed. Norma said an officer told her she should have done it on the girl's bottom, but Norma says she's not going to do it again.
No, because I don't think I want to go to jail again, but she got to learn some kind of authority. You know what I'm saying?
Now, this is the problem I have with this whole thing. That elderly sister within our community is taking care of her great-granddaughter. That means her grandchild's child. She had custody of that girl. What is she doing taking care of them? And I'm so sick and tired of seeing that within our community. You have these females having all these kids within our community, and they leave them with the elderly sister in the community, and they go run off and do what they want to do, raising their children like they have to raise children all over again. Then they get no thanks, they get no appreciation. They don't take them on vacation and say, you know, grandma, thank you for what you did. Let me take you on vacation. Let me go buy you something. Let me go just do something great for you. No, they just keep on just expecting them to take care of them for free. If anything, you're going to give them a little money for food. So this out of hand girl was talking back to her grandma. Her grandma old school. She don't play all that mess. So she got a switch and whipped her behind. I don't see a problem with it. You know how many times I got whipped with a switch? I had to go pick my own switches. That's the worst thing ever when you have to pick your own switch. You like, dog, if I pick one too big, it's going to hurt. If I pick one too skinny, it's going to sting. So I got to try to find one that's maybe in the middle somewhere. So that's how I used to do. And I got the switch whenever I needed it. And I appreciate every bit of it because it kept me from doing the things that my friends that was doing that was stupid. They got them either put in jail or some of them are dead right now. That's what it prevented me from doing. But, you know, in this day and time, I'm going to call the police. Now, see, she old school. Them old school people like that, hey, you go ahead and call the police. Like she said, go ahead and call them. The old school people like this, if you call the police on me, you might want to pack your bags and go with them, too. And you ain't coming back to this house when I get out. I promise you that. You'll never come back to this house to call the police on me. And that's how every parent really should do with these kids. If they call the police on you for disciplining them for right and wrong, that means you're grown, you don't want to listen, and you ain't coming back to this house. You can go stay somewhere else because you shouldn't be running nobody's house at all. That stuff is wrong. How this society is so screwed up that you're putting people in jail. They ain't say she ain't break no blood or nothing, but yet you still gonna give her a felony charge and want to say stay away from the girl. I mean, this stuff is sad. Very, very sad what we got to in this country. Hit me up in the comments, use the commentaries, subscribe.